on this drive. They'll snap it from close to midfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the quick game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Fox. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. off play action on first down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick release on the RPO. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Open space at the 25. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Cavaliers are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The give to the tailback. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 31 over Purdue. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And that one will give them the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baker. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Snagged out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Babers. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Leaves it with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into...
Lofts one high and deep. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Tough physical run, stiff arm and all, as they get it out to the 13. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle, it's Fox. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just keep slinging it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll stop him short on third down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. They boot it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fox. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Blue Devils are on the move. Snap it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Blue Devils will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll ride his man on the option. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Tate. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. And he jukes the 1st guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Going for 6. Into the end zone, and it is grabbed for the score, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
A huge point after this for the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. And now we are set up for quite a finish.
28-27.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Finds the tight end. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Duke. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Baker. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fired. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Second and 10. He'll throw again. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.